They just finally, you know, stumble upon this trophy room and then see that it's LeBron James' house. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's trash. That is trash. House trash, house garbage. That's what that shit is.
Good luck.
So what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. So we're here with the House Party 2022 official trailer reaction. Now, this isn't like most reactions that I normally do, because technically I do full-blown reactions for movies that I actually want to see. Being that this is a movie that I don't even know why they're even making it in the first place, basically I'm gonna just watch the reaction and I'm just gonna go straight ahead into talking shit, because I don't even feel like they should be making this movie. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Come on, get your lazy ass up.
Alright, I'm up already.
That's what you get staying out partying all night.
I'm a promoter, I'm working. I got like 18,000 followers.
You know who got followers? Jesus. Take your rude ass to work.
You just cursed. What would Jesus say?
Jesus would say, shut the fuck up, this is my house.
What you know about here, where's private jet stick?
See you late as usual. We need to clean this place. I done got all day.
Oh, ew, what the fuck?
Whew, that couch just fluffed itself. Whose crib is this, man? Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs is dead, fool. I mean, his house died. Dude got Miami shit, Cleveland shit, LA shit. Damn, pick a city, bro. Oh my God. We in LeBron's house. LeBron who? James!
Hey there.
Go!
You are one handsome motherfucker.
He got a hologram of himself just to give him compliments.
You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly.
Nah,
This is the
that's
fucking
cap.
corniest shit.
I need 10 G's by next week. I gotta pay for my daughter's school. Bro, they on vacation. How about we throw the party in the king's house? We gonna invite all the celebrities. We can make 10 times the money. We can send Destiny to preschool, college, whatever. Tonight is our last shot. Looks like we up out the house.
Hi, I see you there. How are you?
It's a white man. Oh, shit. We're going to jail, Kim.
Hi, I'm Peter. Is LeBron home? By the way, Black Lives Matter.
They do.
I posted 2 squares on my Instagram. Respect.
This is a really bad idea.
I wouldn't do something like this unless I was desperate. Shit cracking, bro. Have you seen how out of control this party is? Shit, we done fucked up the koala. You good? What the fuck just happened?
Your hairline is perfect. Anyone who says otherwise is just jealous.
This guy.
Yo, where the fuck do I even start? Alright, first of all, last year I made a fucking reaction about Space Jam, whatever the fuck, Space Jam 2, whatever the fuck they ended up calling this movie. And what the fuck did I say, like, at the very end of that damn trailer reaction? I was like, yo, LeBron James needs to stick to fucking basketball. Stay the fuck away from film. This movie is just a perfect example of the fact that LeBron James has so much money and has connections as to where he could just decide to make a reboot out of any movie he pretty much wants to. And because he's fucking LeBron James, basically he has the means to do it, even if it means destroying a fucking classic. Because all this fucking movie is to me is destroying a fucking classic. Like, this shit is not necessary at all. And I get it, like, they had enough decency to at least put, you know, the original Kid and Play in it. So I bet you like they're like neighbors or some shit that are like honestly just passing through, you know, the damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably see that the party is so lit that they're like, oh, this reminds, you know, like this reminds me of us back in the day. And then they go in the fucking house just to see what's going on, and then they leave. Like, that shit is trash. Now, mind you, this is no knock to Jacob Latimore and the fucking other black guy that they got to do this shit. But the thing is, first of all, man, you can't just stash, you know, one light-skinned dude and a fucking dark-skinned guy and then think that these people can actually replicate the duo, you know, the dynamic duo that we know as Kid and Play. Like, these motherfuckers have no chemistry at all. Like you can just tell. Like, they're just stashing motherfuckers in movies and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, this shit is just fucking garbage. This shit is trash, it's terrible, and then, like, frankly, however much money it costed for them to make this movie, they could have like donated that fucking money to charity or some shit. They didn't have to, you know, do a movie like this, to be honest with you. Like, they didn't have to. Because what you gotta understand is, and I bet you, like, Reginald Hudlin, who was the original director of House Party, I bet you he had nothing to do with this film at all. And mind you, he's still alive. So it's like, if they were gonna do some shit, you know, they had to get that guy. And as a matter of fact, let me check that shit. Let me see if he's the who directed this shit. Hold up. Yeah, see, this movie is directed by Calmatic. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I have no idea who the hell that is. And then, like I said, granted, you know, I get it. He probably just got the opportunity. He's just doing some shit. But if you're gonna do a movie, don't fucking do a movie just to do it. Do the fucking movie because, like it has a heart and a fucking soul. This movie looks like they slapped that shit together with fucking like staples and fucking glue and paper clips. You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie just doesn't has any sort, like, this is a soulless movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just put Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, had a white guy, you know, come in and say Black Lives Matter, and then have these guys have like modern culture, you know, like references and shit like that to appear hip and shit. And then they think like that's gonna work. Like, yo, nah. And then anybody who says they like this fucking movie, they don't know shit about movies. They don't know shit about film, and probably have absolutely no respect for the original House Party series. Now, granted, I'm a very big fan of House Party 1 and House Party 4, okay? I've seen 2 and 3, alright? But the ones that really stuck to me was House Party 1 and then House Party 4, you know what I'm saying? And then, honestly, they were better off getting Marcus Houston and the other 2 fucking members of IMX to come back and do this shit. I would rather Marcus Houston come back and do a 2023 fucking version of House Party than motherfucking Jacob Latimore and goddamn whatever, you know, dark-skinned black guy that fucking was. Like, nah. Cause, and I don't know why these people like do that shit. And honestly, like, I have respect for LeBron, like, on the basketball court, but then outside of that shit, like, when it comes to film, I have no respect for this man. I have no respect for this man, because this dude just think because he's the, you know, #1 basketball player right now that gave him license to make a Space Jam reboot and then fuck it up at that. Because I don't know, for people who seen that damn movie, you know, there was a part in the movie that I never forget that like was the corniest part in the movie.
That's all, folks.
I don't know, like, they did like a dance battle on the basketball court and shit. And then at the very end, they all jumped on the court or on the stage, whatever that shit was, and LeBron big ass, and then he was like, oh, that's all, folks. And I was like, yo, that shit is the corniest shit ever. That is the corniest shit ever. For it to have been his house, basically, this whole project has LeBron James written all over it. The fact that they had to be in his house to begin with fucks up the movie in and itself. Oh yeah, they're house cleaners, and then it's a rich person's house. They don't know whose house it is, but as they scour, you know, the great ends of the fucking house, they just finally, you know, stumble upon his trophy room and then see that it's LeBron James's house. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's trash. That is trash. House garbage. That's what that shit is. And this shit ain't no goddamn House Party. House shit. How about that? House shit. Like, yo, like, like, just, like, LeBron James, I don't know what the fuck this man be thinking, but it's like, if you're going to tread that fine line, you know, between, like, sports entertainment and film, like, nigga, get it right. Like, I mean, at least, like, Stephen A. Smith, all the fucking episodes where, like, I seen them little snippets of him in General Hospital and shit like that, at least, like, that shit was, like, entertaining, you know what I'm saying? But, like, this shit is not entertaining. And then a lot of times, people would take a movie like this and say, oh, well, you know, it's House Party, you know, whatever. I'm like, nigga, like, motherfuckers like that who say that shit will take anything that they can get.
Please, sir, I want some more.
So it's like they can just get, like, you know, generic brand fucking films like C- and D+ films, and then think that shit is all good. Why? Because they don't have shit to compare it to. You, like, if anybody is a fan of House Party, ask somebody who likes this fucking trailer, like, yo, when was the last time you saw House Party? Bet you they ain't seen this shit in a long time, and that's a film that you only seen once or twice. Nobody who actually loves House Party, like, came up watching that shit, actually likes this fucking movie. No one can tell me with a fucking straight face that, oh yeah, oh this looks like a good movie. Like, bitch, what kind of movies do you fucking watch? You know what I'm saying? What kind of movies do you fucking like? Not good ones. Not fucking good ones. I don't give a shit about no motherfucking Jacob Latimore. I don't give a shit about that dark skinned ass motherfucker. Because even then, it's like, yeah, they got paid to do this shit and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, yo, my man, like, you had to have been sitting with the script and thinking like, yo, this script is dumb as fuck. Okay? Because like LeBron James, he was in the writer's room. He was in the writer's room sitting with them producers thinking about like, oh, you know, well, what should this movie be about? And then like he had to like, you know, like write his name all over this fucking movie and chicken scratch. All over this fucking movie, because it shouldn't have been his house. Like, it should have just been like a random rich person's house. That shit should not have been LeBron James's fucking house, in my opinion. In my opinion, because that whole idea of that is fucking corny. It's fucking corny, because you gotta understand something. Like, a lot of these films and classic movies, you know, from back in the day, it meant something to people. You know, like for me, like, let's say, like the part when Kid goes to jail. And then, you know, all his friends, you know, come to get him out of jail and shit like that. Like, moments like that, like, it's just, that movie just means a lot than just, like, motherfuckers showing up to some party. You know what I'm saying? And then because this film turned out like that, that just goes to show that these people didn't understand the source material at all. At all. Let's say if in some alternate part of the universe, in the fucking multiverse, there's a version of me that was a director, that was interested in filmmaking behind the fucking camera. If somebody asked me, alright, you know, I want you to direct, alright, so they're telling me, we're working on a house party reboot and we would like you to direct it. My whole thing is, I would want to make a film that is not going to upset the people who loved the first film, or the first series of films. You know, and then even House Party 4, like, that shit wasn't trash. You know what I'm saying? And probably not a lot of people like that movie, but hey, like, I'm pretty sure that movie would run circles around this fucking shit. Because don't put a LeBron James motherfucking hologram, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, a fucking, you know, green Lamborghini, and then think you doing something with that shit cinematically? Kiss my fucking ass. No, you're not. No, you're not. Trash. Garbage. Garbage. So, you know, I just I just think that, like, these motherfuckers just didn't understand the assignment. Like, you know how people say, like, oh, they understood the assignment? You know, these motherfuckers, they didn't.
No.
You know, the motherfuckers at Warner Brothers and New Line Cinemas and all of that, these niggas are just making films, like, just because. Like, you know, just because. You know, and the problem is, anyways, like, the people that actually greenlight these films, these niggas are just guys in suits. They don't know shit about art. They don't know shit about creativity. They don't know shit about films. All they know is about money and numbers. Analytics. That's all they fucking care about. I hope this movie gets a less than 10% fucking Rotten Tomatoes rating. I hope this movie is a flat out box office bomb. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Because anybody with some fucking sense will stay their ass home. In fact, support the original. If you, the same money that you would spend going to see this bullshit, go and buy the fucking original goddamn house party movies. Because I bet you they got the DVDs in the packs of 4, so you can get all 4 movies in one. So you can get House Party 1 through 3 and 4 on one DVD. So just do that. Don't even waste your money. Because these people, they need to understand, like, yo, if you're gonna make films, like make films that mean shit to people. This shit's not gonna mean shit to no fucking body. Then I don't give a damn if his punk ass character got a daughter. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Don't destroy a classic. Don't destroy a classic, in my opinion. That's like people talk about how they're gonna do, you know, a Last Dragon remake. Well, shit, if we're gonna do it, then make sure, like, it pays homage to the source material, and beyond just getting the fucking original actors in a cameo, like, let it actually be a good screenplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it actually be a fucking good screenplay. Don't just slap some shit together, you know, put LeBron James in it to try to make that shit seem mainstream and official, but then in reality, it's just a bag of horse shit. Yeah, house party horse shit. You know, it's the same thing these punk ass motherfuckers are doing a White Man Can't Jump remake, and then you know what they did? They fucking got the guy that plays Sean from fucking Power that got killed by 50 Cent and punk bitch ass Whack Harlow. You know what I'm saying? Whack Harlow. Shit. Nobody want to see that shit. What the fuck? Like who said we needed a White Man Can't Jump remake? Who said we needed a House Party remake? Who? LeBron James? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, that motherfucker got bored. This nigga was at home watching House Party in his probably big ass home theater and shit like that, and was like, yo man, we need to make a remake out of this shit. And fucking made a couple phone calls and got this fucking chicken scratch film made. How? You know, when there's a lot of people, a lot of independent filmmakers with great stories, and then they struggling to get their films financed, but then you got this guy getting films like this greenlit for no reason? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. To me, that shit is an insult to filmmaking. Like, insult to filmmaking. I'll only give the crew props for this film. The people that actually were behind the camera, and I feel bad for the crew that had to hold the camera, you know, while Jacob Latimore and all these motherfuckers sitting there doing this fake ass. These motherfuckers was doing the kid and playing the dance. Like, get the fuck out of here. You didn't have to do the shit. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, what the fuck? Niggas put Lil Wayne in the fucking movie, put Snoop Dogg in the movie, act like they doing something. You niggas ain't doing shit. What the fuck? Like, honestly, like, if I want to do a House Party remake, it wouldn't look like that. Like, I'm sorry, it wouldn't look like that. And in fact, you know what? I wouldn't make a House Party reboot, period. I wouldn't even make one. I wouldn't even make a motherfucking House Party remake. Why? Because we got 3 good House Party films with Kid and playing that shit. Go fucking watch that shit. Put that shit on Netflix so people can see the real shit, not the fucking carbon copy, you know what I'm saying, generic fucking brand that they made for 2023. Put this motherfucking white man in the damn movie talking about, oh, Black Lives Matter. Get the fuck out of here, man. Bitch ass shit. Nigga, I don't want to see no fucking House Party remake and then like, the fuck? Like I said, you know what? I hope, man, you know, man, like I said, LeBron James, yo, I don't know, like I said, just in terms of film, I don't respect this guy at all. At all. Like, why would you do that? Why? And it's like, you are old, and mind you, LeBron James is old. It's not even like he's a young motherfucker or some shit. Like, you old. So it's like, why would you want to destroy your own classic? Because you got the money to do that shit? That's like rich privilege or some shit. So you just got the money to just fuck some shit up, so you just do it. It's like people who buy like older possessions of, like, you know, Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley and all, and they just buy that shit just to buy it, and then they fuck it up. This is like the equivalent to Kim Kardashian buying that old ass outfit that Marilyn Monroe wore like 50 fucking years ago, and then you know what she did? She wore it and she fucked it up. She tarnished that shit. All this shit gonna be is a fucking tarnished house party. House trash. This is the first time I've seen a fucking trailer, and then it's just like, yo, I've never been so certain to never see a movie in my life, ever, in life. I would give this fucking trailer an F fucking minus, because it's like, they didn't even know where they were going with this shit. Like, where were you going with this shit? Like, where are you going with it? Where are you going with it? Trash ass shit. Oh yeah, we at LeBron James' house cleaning up in order to make money for my fucking daughter. Yeah, we're gonna throw an unauthorized party at this nigga's house. Like, nigga, that shit is garbage. That shit is fucking garbage. Yeah, LeBron James should be ashamed of his fucking self. Nigga, you coming off of Space Jam 2, and then what the fuck did Space Jam get as a fucking rating? Shit. Like, Joe Pica directed the first Space Jam, and that nigga said too, he was like, yo, like, what is this man doing? This shit is trash. Read all Joe Pica's statements on Space Jam. This shit was trash. He was unhappy with that fucking movie. Now, it's not that Michael Jordan was the best, you know, actor ever, but it's because, yo, that movie meant shit to people, like, growing up. Like, that movie meant some shit to me growing up. Why the fuck you think the Space Jam 11s was so fucking popular? Why? Because people wanted some shit that was associated with that fucking movie. For the most part, you know, outside of just wanting a pair of Jordans, just having it, no, it's because people wanted the Space Jam 11s. That's what the fuck they wanted. This wasn't no bitch ass house party remake in 2023. Anybody that would actually go see that fucking movie don't know shit about films. Uncultured swine.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine.
But it's like there's just certain things that you just don't touch. Like you just don't go there. Like, you know what? Nah. No one in LeBron James punk ass corner was like, you know what, LeBron? Nah, don't do that. Don't even do that. Don't do that. No one said anything to this guy. Why? Because again, when somebody's rich and shit like that, people think that everything that comes out of their fucking mouth is like, you know, like is the right thing, and it's not. And it's not. That shit is gonna be an hour and a half of bullshit. Oh, bullshit. Even me as an actor, they sent me that fucking script. I just be looking at this shit like, yeah, I'll play the role, but like, why are you guys, you know, doing a house party, you know, reboot? Where are we going with this? What's the moral of the story? What is it gonna mean to people today? What are we trying to tell audiences today? Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. It's like every time I see LeBron James now, it's like I'm gonna think of it of his whole ass hologram talking about his fucking hairline. Like that shit wasn't even funny. That shit was corny. That's how I know this is his shit. Like, this is his shit. Like, yeah, that shit might say, you know, directed by Calamitous or Calamity, whatever his fucking name is. This shit is a LeBron James project. Motherfuckers just say written, directed, and produced by LeBron fucking James, because that's what it fucking looked like to me. That's what it looked like to me, nigga. That shit is a disgrace of filmmaking. And everybody, you know, who is technically above the line, if you know what I'm talking about, should be ashamed of themselves. You know, crew, everybody else, y'all good. Like I said, crew, they work just as hard as actors, if not more so. But everybody else, you know, from the fucking producers to the writers, you know, I don't really want to say the actors, they themselves, but like, I mean, you niggas are part of that shit. So I'll say they asses too. Cause me, at this stage now, it's just like, no, I don't need to see a fucking house party remake. And I don't need to see a White Man Can't Jump remake. That's like what happened with the fucking Lion King. Nigga, they butchered that shit. They butchered Lion King. These niggas just put, you know, CGI dirty looking Beanie Babies on fucking screen, and they butcher that shit. They think just because they fucking got, you know, Childish Gambino and Beyonce to voice the fucking characters, they thought that they was doing something? You niggas wasn't doing shit with that. As far as I'm concerned, that shit was trash. That shit was garbage. It's like, I grew up watching, you know, certain shit. It's like, yo, leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. Because then people are going to be asking me like, oh, yo, Dimitri, yo, DJ, you going to go see that new house party shit? And I'm going to have to go off on the ass. Like, nigga, are you for real? You really going to ask me that shit? Because I didn't even have the energy to make like a whole actual reaction to that shit. Because to me, that shit would be a waste of my energy. It's easier for me to just throw on Grand Theft Auto, drive, and talk some shit about this fucking minus movie. This movie could eat a sack of baby dicks. For real. Like, it's almost as if like even in this day and age now, it's like these fucking rappers and shit are fucking garbage, but then yet people think that this shit is like the greatest thing in the world. Why? Because at this point they will take anything they can fucking get. They'll take anything that they can fucking get. Or just because it's like the new end thing now, oh yeah, that automatically, you know, validates its quality. Bitch, no it don't. Nigga, there's like this new motherfucking Lil Yachty song or some shit about Poland or whatever, and nigga, I heard like maybe like 30 seconds of this shit, and I'm like, y'all niggas think that this shit is hot now, today? Get the fuck out of here. Why? Because you niggas think y'all motherfuckers will take anything that's got some flash on that shit. Put some diamonds and fucking, you know, like Cuban links, whatever the fuck they call that shit on a nigga, put some grills in his fucking mouth, give him some fucking tattoos, everybody would fucking fuck with that shit. Why? Because of how it looked, not because of what it actually is. And the same could go for this fucking, you know, bullshit bitch ass movie. So LeBron James, shit, I don't know, man. Stay the fuck out of the film industry, yo, cause you're not on the right track. Space trash and house trash. Space trash, house garbage, house shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, those are my fucking thoughts on this whole ass garbage ass movie.